Okay, we're live. I want to apologize. We having some storms around here, and had pretty bad storms. And I've been trying to connect, and for some reason the network didn't want to connect. It get me on, but it wouldn't let me come live for some reason. So anyway, if the storms keep going and it goes out, I'll just continue this tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody with Appliance Boot Camp, Old Fashioned Ice Cream, Facebook family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. Thank you so much for actually joining us this afternoon. I'm gonna be fast and to the point. Like I say, we're at the stage now where I'm no longer here trying to convince people to to take advantage of the skilled trades or take advantage of Appliance Boot Camp. I'm actually right in the, I'm slap dab in the middle of building another business right now, and it's taking a lot of my time and a lot of my energy. And with that, I don't have the time to keep telling everybody the glories of of business ownership and trying to convince people. But today, I wanted to actually come out. I got this email about a week ago. About a week ago, I'm taking this a young man. I don't know the person name. I have their number. I haven't reached back out to get their number and stuff. And I get a lot of emails like this, and I don't go out and say, let me see your W-2s, let me see your bank accounts, and I don't do that. I can tell if what they're saying is capable of doing, and so this is one of the emails I got about a week ago from a young man. I'm saying this a young man. Um, I don't know. I haven't reached back out, but he just want to thank me for putting together Appliance Boot Camp, and I'm gonna show the screen real quick of what he wrote, and and we'll have a quick discussion about it. Let me tell them I'll call them back. I'll give you a quick discussion about it. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can make that bigger. Okay. Here we go. There you go. All right. So we're gonna read this real quick. What they have. It says, "Thanks, Mike. This was kind of late at night when he sent it out to me. Thanks, Mike. I know it's late. I just wanted to send you this quick text as something to digest. We have made our first $1 million as a business since opening. Honestly, it's not a lot when compared to potential per year. So we're not saying made $1 million collectively. They made over $1 million. And I know the feeling where he's talking about when once you start making that money, you'll realize $1 million is making collectively making $1 million. It don't take you long to do it in the skilled trades or running a somewhat profitable business. And once you do it, you realize, oh, it still don't feel like you're making a lot of money. All right, compared to potential per year. But I'm amazed and happy to be on this journey. It said it took me 11 years, I believe, working for someone else to earn a W-2 million and having nothing for it. So he took him 11 years. He worked in he worked in corporate America for 11 years, and in those 11 years, it took him to make $1 million, and he didn't have nothing for it. But now in 4 years, I own property, all vehicles. He owned property, all vehicles, credit looking good, and trying to buy or build my dream house. So that's what he's done in 4 years after taking appliance boot camp or getting into appliance repair field. And in 4 years, he's been able to buy property, pay for cars, and his credit is looking good and getting ready to try to buy or build a dream house. I just want to say thank you for being there for me each time and putting it out there. That's it. Time for us. Putting it out there that it's time for us to have purpose and make it happen in the world. Have a good night. So that's what he sent me, and then he sent me this. I guess he went back and actually looked at his records. And and he said, actually, it's been 3 years, say in August of this year, since he started the LLC. Wow! So in 3 years, he have cumulatively made over $1 million after taking Appliance Boot Camp. Has bought vehicles. Credit is looking good in the process of building or buying his dream house. Now, with that being said, it is possible. Uh, because it's happened. It happened for me when I first got into appliance repair. After leaving corporate America, I had been in corporate America for about maybe 6 or 7 years, and in those 6 or 7 years, at that time I hadn't made $1 million. I had made close to a $500,000 in that time, and within that time frame, I didn't have anything to show for it. For working in corporate America 6 or 7 years. At that time, I was making about $50,000 a year. And oh man, shoot. Like I said, I'm making a little over 50, about 60, I think. So I made about a $500,000 in corporate America. I ain't have nothing to show for it. Jumped in, started doing appliance repair. Um, and when I was about 28 or 28, I was 28 or either 29 when I started my appliance repair business. And by the time I was 31, I was out of the rat race. I was out of the rat race. By the time my daughter was born, and she'll be 21 this year, and I'll be 50. I'll be 52 this year. By the time my youngest daughter was born, I was out of the rat race, and I had probably I had made close to or very close to $1 million in about 3 or 4 years. So it is possible, and I know what he's talking about. And same thing with me. By the time my daughter was born, I was straight with vehicles, money. I was straight by the time my daughter was born. And same thing today. Um, I've what you call whenever I get into a bond and I need to get out and make some money. I go back into appliance repair. I'm doing appliance repair right now in conjunction with the ice cream parlor. Because this right here, I told y'all this right here, I'm still trying to figure this business out, and it's taking a little bit more cash than I thought. So I still do appliance repair, and I'm making my money back out of it. Now just like you all, when I jump back in there doing this appliance repair, the universe going to test me too. Yesterday, I had a something that should have been an easy fix. A washing machine, suspension rods were bent. Something was up under the tub. And so suspension rods and stuff is 325 to change the suspension rods. So I got the suspension rods, and now I was gonna pull the tub and pull what was up under that tub out. Unfortunately, the actual bolt that holds the agitator on top, the bolt was rusted in there. They have well water, and it was just rusted in there. So now it'll turn into something where I would have been a quick 325 to now I gotta tell them I gonna have to bust it. I gonna have to bust the agitator out and cut this screw out of here. Might have to drill the screw out, and once I drill that screw out, depending on how bad it is, the shaft on that thing, the shaft on the transmission might not be savable. You might have to put a whole new gear drive in that thing. So now it went from 325 to now he decided he doesn't want to do the repair. He already paid me the 325 in cash a day before I went and got suspension rods. So now I got to refund him minus the service call fee because he's not going to do repair. But that all that stuff happens to me too. But that's what happens when you start to do these businesses. Same thing today. Well, matter of fact, yesterday, I get a call from a restaurant. Somebody was trying to put a mini split in their restaurant. And when they're putting the mini split in, I'm getting ready to sneeze again. Oh man, excuse me. When there's somebody was putting a mini split in there, if these people are watching, because it's a small town, if you're watching, it's just me using this as an example, telling people what happens, giving them man, giving them real life scenarios of what happened. Well, anyway, they had somebody. I went over. I gave them a price. I think I be honest. I went over there. It's a restaurant I do work for all the time. I didn't give them a price, but they told me they were gonna get a mini split, and so I I was telling them different options and stuff, and what they need to order and stuff. And they had somebody they were gonna put the mini split in for them. So I was asking them, well, the guy whoever gonna put the mini split in, what they tell you to get, and they were telling me. I said, oh Lord, all right. I said, they're gonna install it. And they said, yeah. I said, well, after they F it up, just give me a call and I'll come back and fix it. Well, anyway, that was on Monday. They went to have their mini split installed. The people that they're having to install the mini split, they turned their main circuit breaker off. They killed the power to their main circuit breaker. Kill the power to the main circuit breaker. They so they could run the wire and stuff for the mini split. When they turned the main circuit breaker back on, the breaker was old. It hadn't been off in so long. It wouldn't go back, and then they forced it back, and it broke it. So now they don't have any power in their restaurant. The whole restaurant is down, and their freezers are down, and the guy can't fix it. So something now that they thought they're gonna get out for less than probably $1,000 to get a mini split put into the bar area. Now they're calling electricians and know all the electricians around here. They wiring new constructions. There's not many people doing service repair because there's so much new construction going on. And then the ones that you do call, they're kind of like when they see you got older panel, they're like the HVAC people. You got older unit. Most of them say, "Hey man, I ain't fixing on that. I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna replace the whole service panel." And so with that now, something they thought they might could get out easy. Now it's gonna cost them $4,000 to get a new panel put in. And so they called me, asked me could I fix it for them. I said I told y'all as soon as they F it up, y'all got to call me to come fix it. But when I get there, the owners and stuff of the restaurant, I told them, I said I can't come there till after I finish what I'm doing here, my stores and stuff. I'll come by and take a look. And so they said it don't matter what time you come, just come out there. When I get out there, it's almost dark, and they said they sitting at the front door. All of them sitting at the front door waiting for me to get there because they got all their meats and all that stuff in there in those freezers, and the freezers ain't been on. And so with that, I look at it and I said, okay, yeah, I can get you. You just need to get a main breaker, and I showed them where they could get the main breaker, and they went and got a main breaker, and I said, if you get it, I'll come by and stop by first thing tomorrow and put it in, and the next day and put it in, and so that's what they done. They went and got a main breaker, and something that they thought was going to cost them $4,000, they ended up the main breaker ended up costing them, I think, $150 or something like that. Take 10 minutes to put it in 8 before boats. Put it in, they up and running and ready to go. But they would have paid anything to keep from losing all their meat and food. Now I know them, I do a lot of business with them and stuff. So I told them I catch them up on something later. At the time I just didn't have time to do it. Now I just said I just get you up and going, and they were happy. But that's what you can do with these skilled trades. Same thing with the appliances and stuff. I was talking to somebody, and we're matter of fact, when I was talking to a guy, went to his house, had to go fix his refrigerator, and he was telling me he wanted his son to actually get into HVAC repairs and stuff. But his son decided he wanted to do painting instead. He wanted to go learn how to be a painter instead. And we was having that discussion. We was like, um, you know, being somebody, if I'm going to do HVAC repair or I'm doing appliance repair, it ain't no such thing like right now. My wife want to get the whole house repainted again. No, that costs us about $7,000-8,000 probably repaint the whole house. Um, um, but that's something I can put off. I ain't got to do it right now. It's not nothing urgent. But if your HVAC unit is gone and it's 100 degrees like it is right now, you can't sleep in no house without no AC now. Same thing if your refrigerator gone. Ain't no such thing as I'm going to just wait because you go to look how many times you go to the refrigerator every day and you start trying to live off a cooler and stuff like that. You can't do it. So those are things that you have to have repaired. Same thing with that electrical. That's something they could not wait. It ain't something. Oh, we're gonna wait until we're gonna wait a little later and get that thing fixed. It ain't that. You don't have no electricity coming into this whole building now. You gotta get this thing fixed, and to the point where they're having to figure out how they're gonna get $4 or $5,000 real quick to go get this electrical work done. So you and that stuff when you start doing it in skilled trades, that's how you can make the money, and that's how you become a valuable part in your community. And that's the stuff I want to show you all. That's how that young man was able to make $1 million in 3 years. And when you start doing it, it doesn't take long to do it. Depending on where he lives, he can do you know what is it $1 million ain't but like what is it, about $800 what is it about $800 I think about $800 per. No, he done it in 3 years. So 3 years he done about 350. He done about 350. So that ain't hard to do. So 350, that ain't for like $1,000 a day. That's not hard to do in appliance repair. Doing about $1,000 a day, 5 days a week. Um, that give you let's say he done 15. He done $1,500 a day, which is not hard doing appliance repair. 5 days a week. That'll give him right at about 75 $7,500 per week. 7,500 times 52. That gives you right at about three to 400,000 a year. In 3 years, yeah, you cover 1 million. So the math is not it adds up. You can do it, and you can do that. And I wish more of us would get into it and start getting into look into the future. Like he said, having a purpose. I talked to shout out to Slick. I talked to Slick earlier today, and we were talking, and I'm gonna be honest and transparent with you all. I've learned a lot in this last year, this year, 2024. I've learned a lot about generation building something for the future, delayed gratification, having a vision, and all that, and working it. Because what happened a lot of my stuff I've done has been something that I could do quick and easy and get in and out, and it wasn't something that I had to have long term planning and stuff for. Um, I whatchamacallit, this thing I'm doing over here in Rocky Mount, trying to build this thing out and all that. That's something that I should have had long term planning for. Because what happened, I was telling Slick and I was talking, and I was telling Slick was being transparent. We was talking, and I was telling him we don't have to be in such a rush all the time to thinking that we have to do everything right now. That everything has to be done right now for us, and it got to be done quick, and we got to be the ones put together. Some stuff can be long term and can take 5-10 years to get it implemented. As long as we're working there, working consistently at it, and we have a vision of where we're going. A lot of times when we get to the point where we think we got to turn something really, really quick, it can get us in a bind and it can get us in some bad predicaments. Versus if we actually uh, uh, pace ourselves and just know it's gonna take me 2 or 3 years to get there. Um, and the universe, I have a way of slowing you down too. The universe has slowed me down on Rocky Mount, and it's slowing me down because it's showing me I'm not ready to open there, because I still got work to do here, and I don't have the staff and all that stuff set up over there. It's just too much stuff right there. But what I can do is get the infrastructure and get everything else ready. I can't be ready to open there because I just don't have everything. And plus, I'm still here has picked up so much, and we're doing so much volume out of here and doing private parties and the private stuff with everybody else that I have to. I'm learning the white glove service approach versus going out here trying to chase down all these festivals and stuff that I just don't have the time to build up another crew over on the other side. So, but at the same token, it's giving me enough time to get the infrastructure and all that other stuff up to date and ready to go. And so with that, I'm saying, okay, the universe is just telling me, hey, you need to slow down. You're getting too far ahead of yourself. You don't have to do it all right now. No, now is the time to get the infrastructure and get everything situated. And then once you get all that situated, then you come back and it's a time that I need to open. I don't right now. I don't need to open right in July. July I don't need to open because we're a slam, and I need to be right here. But I need to be consistently working, getting towards the finish line, which I am, and I'm enjoying it now. Now, since I came to say, okay, I'm going to continue work at it, and I'm going to be diligent. I'm always going to be doing something out there every week, getting a little closer. Now the pressure that has came off my shoulders of oh, you got to figure out a staff, you got to make sure you can be able to transport stuff here and there. All that stuff now is gone, and I can focus more on building a great business and something that can sustain me and my family and getting my retirement thing in order. But at the same time, I'm figuring out, hey, I can easily still run 1 or 2 stops, like I tell you all with appliance repair, and still no and still have plenty of time with this ice cream. No, you can do 1 or 2 stops in the morning and jump into your ice cream parlor that afternoon. I like doing 1 or 2 in the afternoon when we close. We close at 6. I go out there and I do 1 or 2 stops in the afternoon, make me $500,000 and keep it moving. And I'm loving that. And I want you all to be able to do that same thing. And like I say, because of that skill set, it's been able to pull me out. Man, it's been able to pull me out. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I got college tuition coming up in 2 weeks. No, my daughter going to her last year of college. Then she said she's going for a grad school. But I got college tuition coming up. I'm able to be able to knock that out with the combination of everything we got going on. I got I just got life going on, and we're able to do it through the skilled trades and a little bit of ice cream and a little bit of popcorn picking back up. All right, let's read some of this stuff. Then I'm getting out of here. Tyran TV, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, what's going on, Tyran? Greg B, what's up, man? What's up, Mike and ABC? That's good stuff on making that meal ticket in 3 years. Yeah, it is, man. It is. I'm proud of him, man. Whoever that young man is, I'm very proud of him to do that. And now he has a goal, and he has his mind set to something. I really appreciate it. That's great stuff. John Arnold, what's up, Mike and ABC? Are you still having on the Are you still having on the mini split training or nowhere to get the training? Um, I don't think I'm gonna do a mini split training. A mini split ain't hard at all. If you can install a microwave over the range, you can install a mini split. It's not hard to do at all. Um, Especially if you're going to be doing one that's 120 volts. It's not hard at all for you to be able to do that. Um, it's not hard at all. Hey, what's up, Miss Ward? Uh, Miss Ward, I've been telling people forever you should be making 3K minimum. Yep. It's It's not hard if you, like I say, if you start looking for how can I say that? It's not hard if you start tailoring towards the higher end stuff and stuff to pay out money once you get your skills set up. You can definitely crack 300,000, and that was about where I stayed at all the time, anywhere between 250 to 350, depending on if I had a sub, if I had a sub or not. I would stay somewhere between 250 350 throughout my whole time doing appliance repair. And that was, oh man, that was gravy. That was gravy. Oh, that was the gravy spot. I loved it. And sometimes I say I was stupid to stop it. But oh, it was gravy. It was gravy spot. Eric's Bass. Hey Mike, have you have a date for Nate's appliance class? Yeah, the Nate's appliance class is gonna be in September. We're gonna be doing it in September. I haven't put the date together yet. I was actually waiting to hear back from the actual students. Like I said, with the students that A&T and stuff. I was waiting to see once they started back if they wanted to come to one of them. But we're going to do one in September. We have a couple of people who have bought the Appliance Boot Camp. And matter of fact, let me put that on the screen. If you, I don't have a date on it. I don't have a date. I have to get the date. But yeah, we're gonna do one in September. So that's when I start back, and I'm gonna do maybe two of them this year. For the people who bought it, I gotta get them in. BK from the Rockies. What's up, ABC fam and friends? All right. Greg B. I seen this popcorn company that makes money off the crumbs. They use a caramel flavored popcorn left crumbs and sell them as toppings to put on ice cream and different desserts. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that. But yeah, popcorn is picking up. Matter of fact, we gotta do we have to pop some this weekend. Well, next week for an event that they're having. They're having a banquet and they ordering popcorn from us. DCNL, so what's going on, Mike and ABC fam? Oh yeah, DCNL. Nick, what's up, Mike? What are some of the warranty companies you like? At the end, I only worked with one at the end. That was American Home Shield, but I used to like American Home Shield or Republic. Those are my two favorites that I like. How long do you suggest trainees work for other warranty companies before going COD? You'll know when it's time for you to go COD. It's gonna be different for different people depending on your skill set. It's kind of, I tell people, when you get sick and tired of calling in, getting authorization, you're sick and tired of doing the paperwork and stuff, and you know how to fix the stuff. You'll know when you're ready to take those training wheels off, because you're gonna get sick and tired of calling for authorization and doing back end paperwork and stuff. You just can say, forget it. I just go COD, and you'll know when you're ready to go. It's not gonna be a time frame. It's gonna be when everybody's ready. It's like a bird sitting in those thorns. An eagle build a nest. They don't put soft stuff on there for the eagle to lay in there and be comfortable. They use thorns and sharp sticks and twigs to build a nest. So the bigger the bird get, and he's sitting over there with those thorns and start to stick in him, he don't want to sit in that nest all day. He want to get out and fly. Same thing with that warranty company. That warranty company have thorns where you have to call and be on hold for 3 hours and all that stuff. You'll get tired of it and you just say, forget it, and you'll go off on your own. All right. All right. So I'm trying to be mindful of people's times and stuff going forward. I just want to come to you all real quick, just show you all what you can do in 3 years. Like I say, we only been online 5 years. 5 years. And look and see, look what we've done. And that's what I was telling Slick too. I was like, I was telling Slick, you've done more in 3 years than most men doing a whole lifetime. In 3 years, uh, well, 4 years, before about 4 years for Slick. He bought like 40 acres of land, the renovated three houses. I was told him, and man, we can't be so hard on ourselves. No, what and for what we accomplished. No, we've done a lot. No, I'll tell them most people the only piece of property they own is their little burial plot that they're gonna get. That's all they own. They'll they'll ever own. But here it is. You've done this and renovated a couple of houses in the process. Done very well. I have to tell myself that. No, right here on YouTube, y'all see me um buy and renovate this appliance boot camp we're at. You saw me buy and renovate the ice cream parlor. You see me build the ice cream parlor. You see it up and running. You see it's doing its thing. And now you're seeing me buy and build out the second location and stuff. And that's just in the last 3 to 4 years that you all seen that. Y'all seen me working with the town, trying to build a town up and stuff. Y'all seen all of that stuff. So we have to get to the point where we can't keep kicking ourselves and stuff because we're doing a lot. And sometimes you gotta have, like when you climbing stairs, you just don't keep going straight up. And sometimes they have a landing or a plateau that kind of levels out for a little bit, and kind of change direction and stuff, but give you a chance to catch your breath, and get ready for the climb again. I said that's where we at right now. Right now, we just at our landing at the plateau where we gotta catch our breath and get ready to climb again. But we can't get to the point where we we uh we be too hard on ourselves and don't get to enjoy some of the fruits of our labor. Jazz. Okay. If I purchased the appliance boot camp, but if something happened during my time of study and my 3 month trial ended, would I have to repurchase it? Is there a discount to repurchase? Um, if you purchase the appliance boot camp, what you can do, whatever money you apply towards that appliance boot camp, you can pay the difference and get it. So yeah, I give you credit for what you already paid for, and then you can get the you have to pay all of it up front. Nick, can you make over? Yeah, good lord, can you make over 6 figures a year just using warranty companies? Yeah, yeah, 6 figures a year is not for $400 a day. You can do that before 12 o'clock. $400. Yeah, you can easily do that. Working 5 days a week. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna call their names because, like I say, I ain't get no permission. But shout out to one of the young men who came from A&T, with the program from A&T. He's out here, and I'll be honest. If he's listening, I didn't. I would not have thought that he was gonna be the one to go. I would not have thought that. There was another young man that I thought was going to be the one to go and do it. This guy, he's taking it and he's out here doing it. And him and I talk just about every day. Every other day he talk, and kind of help him on things. But he's now figuring out he's comfortable. He say now on refrigerators, and now he's going into the dryers and the washers, and he's figuring it out. And him and I was talking, and that's what he was saying. He was like, man, he could not believe uh, uh, the potential in this business. He was like, no, he's still just doing 1 or 2 stops a day. But he was saying, me doing 1 or 2 stops a day is more money than he's made. And not only that, he said, it gives me my time. I got my time to study, my time to do other stuff. And he and same thing. The young man that I thought was going to be the one to go, that young man actually rode with him for a day or two, to actually go out and do some service calls because he's been trying to tell the young man, hey, he's been trying to tell everybody else, man, this stuff works. You need to jump on it. And the young man went out with him, uh, to go do some ride with him, do some service calls, and he saw how easy it was. The young man said, "Hey," he said, "we went to a dishwasher. You know how you go to the dishwasher and say the dishwasher not working, and it's the switch. No, like it don't want no power. You hit the switch, and hey, power dishwasher working. And the guy said they still gotta pay you. He said, yeah. And he collected his deductible. And he said, no, hey, no, you can't do nothing. No, this is it. And he couldn't believe it. And the young man that they took both of them took the same class together. They learned at the same time. Both of them got the same got everything. And his friend do like some of you all do, ask him, let me work for you. he was asking me about that. And I was like, nah, don't make him work for you. That's your buddy. You keep inspiring him to go out there and do it on his own. He said, I keep telling him that to do it, but for some reason he doesn't have the confidence to go. He want to work for him. And I was like, nah, you got to keep pushing him to go out there and do it on his own. Ernest Anderson. Thanks for all you do. Take care. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. SQ Services LLC. What's going on? Decent enough time is so important. Yeah, it is. Man, oh my God, that time thing. That's the thing. It gives you a chance because so much stuff. When I first got into appliance repair, that's the thing that got me with my time. Because what happens, everything that's getting planned. Um, Everything that's getting planned that's going on in the towns in the world and stuff, it's getting planned while most people are at work. So they don't know what's going on. Matter of fact, I might talk about this next week. Project 25. Everybody keep talking about Project 25. Like that's something that just came out. You don't know it, but you've been in the middle of Project 25 for the last 30 years. They've been implementing this. They just now putting it out on paper, and so people can read it and say, hey, you get on board if you want it. But they always been doing it. It ain't something new that just came out. You've been in Project 25. You just didn't know about it. But anyway, that's how the towns and the communities, we put stuff together in the middle of the day while everybody else at work. We're deciding how things going to happen in the town, what the town is going to be doing, what we're going to be doing next year. No, we planning next year already, and people just showing up thinking, oh, the town is doing well, and things are just happening. They think it's just happening spontaneously. It's just bubbling up and it just happens. Nah, we strategize and plan minimum once a week. Not matter of fact, it's more than that. They do. I only go to I go to one of the Activate Selmas meetings once a week. But they meet like twice a week for people in the afternoon to come through. Um, and then I do some other stuff with the Lions Club, and we kind of plan stuff that goes on throughout the year. Just all this stuff getting planned, and that's not including the stuff behind the scenes that people are planning and that we are planning to put together. Some stuff we you can't talk to a bunch of people about. You don't talk to one or two people when you making some moves. And all this stuff is getting planned. And while you at work, just working for your paycheck, we're actually out here putting life together for you. You ain't just you're not. I gotta be careful. You're not. It's not by chance that people are. You just show up and spend your money someplace. There's a lot of planning and a lot of thought goes into getting you to come downtown uh, and spend your money. There's a lot of plan and thought to shuffle you into these things. Just like I go back here to us with these black jobs and stuff. It ain't just by chance that Hispanics show up and they get into construction and the skilled trades. It ain't by chance that now they're becoming the inspectors and stuff. They have just like the industry of the blind. They get a segment of the military. They make all the patches and name badges and stuff like that for the military, and that's their contract. Ain't nobody else getting it, and it's gonna make sure that if you're blind, that you're gonna have a job that's gonna pay you a livable wage, and you're gonna do that. And the government gonna give you that contract, and they actually cut that out for you. Well, same thing. That got the construction industry got cut out for them. And they've decided they're going to be the ones that's going to do the construction. And and if you're African American and you ain't got Project 25 of your own, and you ain't building nothing, you ain't got no plans or nothing of your own that you're building for your own kids and stuff. Me, that when I'm talking to Slick and stuff, that's we're talking some 2, 3, 4 years down the road when we're talking. And when you see me doing this stuff, and Mike Sneed out there with the pickaxe, digging in the ground, and buying all this property, and looking, say, it don't look like nothing now, but in 5 years it's going to be like something. The town of Selma now ain't quite where it needs to be at, but give me 5 or 10 years, it's going to be there. That's me working my Project 25. I have my Project 25 that I'm working and that I'm looking forward to doing. And I'm working that. And you got to have your own Project 25 that you're doing. You can't get mad because somebody else is strategizing and putting stuff together. They always going to do that. Your job is you got to do it. You just can't show up and think somebody's going to give you going to do something out of you for the goodness of your heart, goodness of their heart. They're not. Nobody's going to make sure that you're okay, but you. Um, I was talking to a young lady about it's been about a month ago. I was telling them about um um there she was asking me about some property and stuff I had. I said I got some property and stuff with it. You got a lot of property. I said, yeah, but I just ain't finished with. And that's exactly what she said. You gonna your kid's gonna be multimillionaire. I said, yeah, that's the plan. I might not be able to get it, and that's another thing too. When people put together Project 25, 2025, they, the people who put it together, most of them dead and gone. They ain't gonna see it get put together. They ain't gonna see it come to they ain't gonna see its final stuff get put in. But they knew what they wanted, and they set it off, and it's been going for 30 or 40 years. A lot of them have died, but other people have picked it up and keep moving it forward. And we gotta be the same way. We gotta be like, okay, right now we might be out of the skilled trades of whatever industry we're going to decide we're going to go into. We can't be this thing where we tried to be, where we think, well, you can do whatever you want to do, and you're gonna and you'll be okay. You in America, you don't have to corner off no piece of industry or anything for yourself. You can't afford to do that. You can't afford to do that. You gotta decide which way you're gonna go, and everybody got to go into that. If we decide that we're gonna go back and we're gonna get back into the skilled trade, we gotta push our guys into the skilled trades. No, they don't cut basketball out for you too. No, basketball now they going overseas and getting black people. They ain't getting no African Americans, no ADOS people to play basketball. They might let you still play football, get your head bust open, but they done took baseball from you. What you don't have? We don't have anything, and everybody now ignore you. If you cry and say, hey, you poor, you dying off, they don't care. They looking at your thing. You want to be is a thug, and we're gonna let you be the thug, and we're gonna let you supply the jail cells. That's what they looking at, and that's what they trying to push on you. And we got to get to a point where we got to get away from that. We got to decide what industry we're going to go into, and it doesn't have to be some glamorous thing where you think, oh, we're gonna do electric cars, or we're gonna do nuclear energy. It doesn't have to be anything like that. You can just look at the Hispanics, how they and some of it won't quite them putting it together themselves. Other people gave it to them and pushed them and made it easy for them. They got chose to do that, but they've taken advantage of it and they ain't letting it go for to get in with us. Um, Same thing. You look at the people from India. They have decided that Dunkin' Donuts theirs. No, hey, they're gonna go get Dunkin' Donuts. They're gonna get sleep in hotels, comfort in hotels. That's their thing, and they're gonna make their money at it, and they're gonna build a bunch of them. So we gotta figure out the same thing. It could be appliance repair. where we say, okay, appliance repair is our thing. We do it from the beginning to the end, where we say, we have independent stores where we sell and install. We have we start doing the parts. We start doing residential. We start doing commercial. We start doing from beginning to the end. We mastered the saying, okay, these are the people who do appliance repair. And then from there, your kids and your daughters have stuff to come in. We got to have accountants. You got to have marketing. You got to have engineers. You got to have all that stuff. And now you have a way to employ everybody and get them in. Same thing. If you're going into the food industry and stuff like that, um, something that you can get in that doesn't require you a lot of money, not a lot of overhead, not a lot of red tape, might be the ice cream thing for us, where we jump in and say, okay, we can do the ice cream. We make the ice cream. We make it with our southern flair and all that and soulful flair. We throw our culture and taste into the ice cream, and not only that, on the other side, we know how to fix all the equipment. So it get to a point we no the equipment is easy. It ain't nothing hard about that. Those machines. It ain't nothing hard about those machines to build. There's nothing hard about those machines to build. They're very, very simple. We can corner the market with these things, and we know how to fix the machines. We know know how to make the ice cream, and we that might be our thing. Like you go to the Hispanic guy to get tacos. You come to us. We done gave away barbecue now. Don't nobody come to us for no barbecue and stuff anymore. But we might say this is our thing. We're gonna take this ice cream thing. The Hispanics, they got their tacos and they got their construction. We can take the appliances and the ice cream and make a run at it and do it that way. So we gotta start strategizing and coming up with a way that we can do things and and that we can actually start planning for our future. We can't get mad when other people plan for their future and then you realize you're in the middle of them planning. You can't do that no more. You got to be proactive and start doing something for yourself. Okay, Mr. O. By the middle of August, I'll be officially retired from the truck and full-time CEO. It's been a great ride, Uncle Mike. After 2025, the sky's the limit. Great stuff, man. Love to see what you've done, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, Mr. O. BK from the Rocket. Exactly. Get on those local boards meetings to see the development that's happening right before y'all. Yeah, we plan this stuff. We plan this stuff. Um, this stuff get planned every week while you at work and stuff. Everything that's going to happen next year is getting planned, and then you show up and say, "Why they ain't got nothing in here I like? Ain't nothing here for me." You weren't in the meeting when they were planning it. Bruce Hardy, tell them, sis. All right. Uh, DCNF, straight facts, Mike. Appreciate it. That's my bike park. Okay, salute. Okay. Facts. People just want government handouts. Yeah, some people some people have gotten to they have actually been conditioned to actually seek the government handouts for everything. No, for everything. They think that they want the government to actually they look at the government to do everything for them. BK from the Rockies. Selma is way further along than you think. Thanks to you, brother Mike. That's why it's hard to buy cheap property out there nowadays. I mean, yeah, ain't no more cheap properties in Selma. Ain't no more cheap properties in Selma. You can forget that. And Rocky Mount, I'm telling you, Rocky Mount is going fast. It is going fast. Um, Ant Dog, very true. Since I've doubled my income and moved across the country, I probably have one person I can share my thoughts with. I'm about to start networking hard soon. Okay, there you go. DCNL. Shout out to Mr. Patel. That's my guy. Yep, yep. Shout out to Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm getting ready to get out of here. If you hadn't already and you wanna learn the appliance repair, you can still buy the Appliance Boot Camp. It's go to appliancebootcamp.com and you can purchase it right there online. Um, appliance repair is still good. It's still working. Still creating millionaires. It like I say, it pulled me back out the hole again this year. Appliance repair has pulled me back out the hole this year. The skilled trades have pulled me back out the hole again this year. And I can't say enough about the skilled trades. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.